Hello, welcome to this video. I'm going to review the Kula Shaker Super Deluxe box set of their latest LP, Pilgrims Progress. And I do apologise at the outset, I look a bit of a state. That's because it's so hot in this room now and there seems to be no control over the heat up here, totally in relation to the rest of the house, which is much cooler. And also it's a bit dark, so because it's about 10 o'clock, so well, it's 10:30. So anyway, this is the Super Deluxe box set then of Pilgrims Progress. First of all, you get, see this packaged like a book, except it's not a book, cunningly enough. Open it up and you've got a little box here, and inside you've got lots of goodies. You've got, first of all, the main Pilgrims Progress CD in this sleeve, which I've listened to and is absolutely superb, but I'll come on to that in a minute. This is a book with the lyrics in, and it also has the lyrics to the second CD here, which is Lost and Proud, which is a CD of outtakes and demos that they thought were too nice to throw away, but they couldn't really improve on by making proper studio versions of them. This, haven't opened this out yet, it looks like a poster. I might do that live on YouTube. Hurrah. So it's a bit of a mess in here if you're looking behind me. Well, this album was inspired by one of Peter Pan's biographers. Well, J.M. Barrie's biographers, beg your pardon. Right, so on that side, if you can see that there, and on the back, Peter Pan's Kensington Gardens. There's a very heavy Peter Pan-y sort of theme over this. And finally, what it also came with, a t-shirt, which is somewhere else, but it's a very nice t-shirt. But also, it also comes with a vinyl LP. Okay, this is the Super Deluxe box set, and the difference between the Super Deluxe and the ordinary Deluxe box set is the fact that you don't get a vinyl LP with the ordinary Deluxe. And you don't get a t-shirt, I don't think. So this is the LP, and I am actually a bit disappointed with this LP because when I got it, I noticed that the record was placed that way in the sleeve, if you can see, look. So it nearly fell out when I opened up the package. People should know that you store records with the inner sleeve pointing upwards, or with the opening pointing upwards, so that you don't get any dust. The record was also absolutely filthy when I opened it up. It looked like something out of a charity shop. Little white bits of God knows what on it, and fingerprints and marks and surface scratches all over it. Well, thankfully, after one clean, on my anti-stat, that's cleaned up, but other people aren't going to have those sorts of record cleaning things, and they probably won't want to play it, because in the state that it was in, I can't imagine that it would have played very nicely. So I do hope, I've sent them an email about it, but I hope that if anyone's watching this, that they do actually sort that out, because that is dreadful. So that's the box set. To go on with the tracks now that are on the main CD, because the main CD you can buy separately as an ordinary CD. You don't have to have a deluxe box set at all, and it's much cheaper that way. And also you can download this off iTunes as well, so it's pretty good. For me, the real standout tracks so far, and I've listened to it twice, listened to the CD once, and the record once. And the record now plays perfectly, a bit crackly but perfect other than that. And it's got a nice sound to it. The CD is mastered by someone called Loud Mastering. Having said that, it's actually mastered quite nicely. It gets a little bit congested when the mix gets quite complex. But anyway, the tracks. Peter Pan R.I.P., which is the original sort of... Peter Pan R.I.P., which is the opening track, is lovely, and it's the first single. I've put links on my Twitter feed to the video. You'll have to scroll back a bit though, but find me PSE on Twitter, and you'll hear it. Modern Blues, that's track number 3, which strikes me as quite a standout track, and also I think. Yeah, tracks 3 and 4. There's Only Love Will Get You There. Track 4 is that's really good. There's a song called Figure It Out, which is track 8, which I think is pretty stunning. And there's a couple of instrumental tracks on here. In particular, one called When a Brave Needs a Maid, which is very dynamic. And finally, track 12, which is Winter's Call. Those are the ones that really strike me as being, you know, the real standout tracks on the album so far. All right. It sounds like, well, I mean, they quote the sort of place in Belgium where they recorded this as their sort of inspiration for the sound they got. But it sounds to me, you know, very, I suppose, very retro, sort of late 60s concept-y style album, not entirely unlike Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young on rock and roll, you know, mixed with a bit of the Doors and the Beatles. But also, I mean, yes, they do sound, I have to say, like they've swallowed a cupboard full of pharmaceuticals as well. But it doesn't detract from the album. You know, don't sort of think that you're going to sort of be dressing up in flares and God knows what else. It is the better side of the sort of folky, rocky, mixed with a splash of Indian style thing. You know, and it's not a pale imitation or anything like that. It's you know, it's very well done. The what was I going to say? The Indian theme, although it's there, because they're pretty much into Hinduism, but it is there, but it's not over dominant. Unlike the K album, you know, which has got a picture of Radha and Krishna on the front of the album, and Peasants, Pigs and Astronauts, which, you know, it's got chanting on it and goodness knows what else. There's none of that on here. But having said that, there is a slight Indian tinge to it, and I like it. I do actually, you know, find that you know, very attractive, and one of the main reasons why I buy their music. But having said that, you know, it's although it's not typical Kula Shaker, it's, you know, i.e. the Indian theme is played down a little bit. It's still good. It's still fantastic, and I would like to see this album, you know, in the main charts. So do buy it, download it from iTunes, or get one of the deluxe editions or something like that and promote it, because it is great. And I'll put one of the recordings onto from the record onto my channel too. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye.